Don't know if you can see that. Right, we're going to be back on a live now. I had to jump away. I had to take a couple of painkillers because I've got a slamming headache today. So all we're going to do now is we're going to do a bit of gluing up, I think. No, we ain't. We're going to edge the board. We're going to finish off one of the boards we've made on previous lives. I'm just going to wait for people to jump on. Those of you who's watching, I will say quickly, those of you who's actually watching the live streams, not live, but watching them after they've been uploaded. If anyone's watching after these lives have been uploaded, yes, I'm back, Sam. I'm just telling out. Sorry, dropped off earlier. I was driving. That's all right, Sam. No problem, but it's nice to see you back on here anyway. So yeah, all I was saying was, for those of you who's watching the live streams at a later date and not actually watching them live, if ever you jump on them, if you just fast forward about 5 minutes, because normally I stand around you yapping, I'm normally setting up for the first 5 minutes of the live, just to make sure everyone's jumping on, giving people time and whatnot. So the first 5 minutes, obviously I don't do nothing on the lives. So that's the way I'm going to be doing them, just to allow people to come on here, the regulars like Sam, yourself, but they're commenting now. So yeah, we wait for everyone to jump on. Good morning, Nate. How are you? I'm sure you've been on here before, buddy, haven't you? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Who's that? Good morning. I think we're in good afternoon now. What time of day is it where you are? Let's have a look. Yeah, it's 2:05 in the afternoon for me at the moment. So yeah, it's getting into the afternoon. We're just going to crack on with a couple of things. So let's just crack on now and get set up. Obviously, I got to hoover up like I like to first. And once we're hoovered up, we can carry on then. Who else has jumped on here? 9:05 in Virginia, USA. That is absolutely awesome. Another one from USA on here, boys. Nice to see you all. What's the weather like out there? It is freezing in the UK. Well, I feel cold. I've been cold for the last 3 weeks now. It is. We're actually having a winter this time round. Right, so anyway, all I've got to do, as you lot are commenting, I've just got to hoover up quickly. I can just get the bench set and we're away to go. There we are, I've pretty much done that. Was naught last week, 50s today. Well, that's cold. We've been having 0 degrees in the evenings in the UK, but I don't know what it is this year. I just feel freezing cold all the time. We're not used to the cold weather over here, mind. And when it does get cold, we know about it. I don't think we dress correctly for it, mind. I'm not going to lie. But when it gets cold, we all know about it. So I'm just going to set the bench quick now. It's a 2-second job, that's all it is. Just pop that over here. There we go. All we're going to do quickly, I'm just going to trim the edges off this board we've made on previous lives. Just going to chop the edges. We're just going to do a simple chamfered edge on this board. I can get this one oiled up and ready to go. Those of you who's been following the lives videos, these are just test runs. They're not perfect. I'm trying to perfect it. These are the only first 3 that I've ever made. I got some more timber by here, which I haven't opened up yet. So I'm going to open this up and have a look, because I'd like to do a glue up as well on this live. I'd like to see if we can make something a little bit different. I haven't come up with an idea yet. But like I said, when I'm doing a job, most of the ideas that I come up with are just made up as I go along. I don't know if any of you do that yourselves. These are very tight in here. So I can just get some timber out here now. If she wants to come out, that is. They're very tightly packed. Here we go. Right, so I've acquired some maple. Alright. Got a bit of maple. I'm hoping the colour variation is good on it. but looking at it, it's not. Obviously, we planed a lot of maple on previous lives. Who's the old man? Is that me? Who's the old man? There's the maple we planed the other day. That's recycled maple. But I've obviously ordered some of this in now because I want to try and make a board, another one of these, but I want it to be consistent with the colour. So what I'd like is maple, maybe walnut. We planed a bit of walnut yesterday. I might be using a bit of walnut. So you're going to have a look, but pulling the first two out of the box, they are completely different colours. So I need to make sure I've got all the same. So I'll just have a look at these now. It looks like they're all quite different. It's not all the same, is it? But that's wood for you, see? The thing is with timber, you don't get all the same. I think I'm having the same consistency with ash because you get the olive side and the light side, and it looks like maple is exactly the same. There was on old... Who's the old man? There was on old man watching you. What's black in Spanish? I don't know, Alex. There was on... What's that saying, Alex? An old man watching you. Who's that? Right, so anyway, let's have a look at this maple. Right. Looking at it, coming out of the box, it is all different colours. But when I looked at the photos when I ordered this, they didn't really show it all, see? When it's they show a photo of this, it's just shown stacked like so. So, it's a bit like ash in it, really. You've got the darker ones, you've got the lighter ones. So I don't know if I'm 100% on this maple that I picked up. There's all completely different colours going on. I thought I might have been lucky and had the same sort of colouring. But it's pretty much the same as ash, isn't it? So, we pop all them aside. I might stick with my normal ash that I've been using on my boards. But these are all completely different colours, aren't they? So I'm not going to get good consistency with my colouring in my board if I'm going to go using that maple, am I? Because looking at that on the side, it looks like we got ash, maple and all sorts in there, haven't we? But it is all one timber. Sorry, there was an old man watching you. Right, Alex. Are you telling me you've seen someone in this room watching me? Is that what you're saying? Because if you're saying that, all right, there is no one in this room whatsoever. And this room is ice cold. It always have been. All right? I've always thought it's haunted in here. I'm not going to lie. Jack Gamer, I'm a YouTuber. Well, that's great to hear, Jack. I'm glad you're trying yourself as well, mate. Sorry, there was an old man watching you. Comment, Alex. I'm keen to know what this is now, buddy. I am. Yeah, Jack, nice to hear you're a YouTuber, mate. Glad to hear it. Let's just pull a couple more of these out. Seeing this is the first time I've opened these, so the consistency on the colour on this timber is all quite different. Don't get me wrong, it's lovely wood, maple, but it's all different colours. Now, I should have known that. I wish I'd planed that maple timber that we planed the other day. My name, that's my name. IRL. What does that mean? Right, so anyway, these are the timbers. I don't know if I'm going to make anything out of this just yet. I did want to do a glue up, but I don't know. Because looking at this, as you can see, there is a lot of different colour variation in there. In real life, it means. All right, sorry, Jack. As you can tell, I'm an old man now, so I'm not used to all these abbreviations. Obviously, the youngsters use, and people like I don't know if you're young. But yeah, as you can see on this timber bar, there's loads of different colour variations. Now, the issue I'm going to have is if I add oak, maple, oak, maple, oak, maple all the way through on this timber by here, when I go to obviously stick them together like I've done on this, we're going to have slightly different colours. Now what I'd like is the same colour oak and the same colour maple running all the way through. So it looks like I'm going to have to order some more timber in and obviously inspect what I'm buying and try and get the right consistency going on to make a board that's going to look great. Yeah, I'm young. How old are you, and Jack? You just subscribed. That is absolutely awesome. Thank you for supporting the channel. That is great. So yeah, obviously in this game, you win some, you lose some. So that's the timber we have here. I've got some light coloured ones, all right? There's not a lot of them. There's also dark ones in here. And looking at these, it looks like there's more dark than what it is light, isn't it? Sadly. 7, that is absolutely awesome, Jack. My son is 10, and he's on YouTube. I can't get him off his iPad. He does my head in. Right, so I said I was going to have a look at doing a glue up. Here's the price of this timber that I bought. Let's have a look at it. It wasn't too badly priced, this wasn't. This cost me 36 quid in the UK. So with this 36 quid and with the 50 I paid on the oak, well, that'll be another £80 board, wouldn't I? I paid £100 for the last load I had. So I'm not 100% happy with this timber, like I've said. I'm going to have to try and pick all the lightest colours I can out of this timber, and then I can see what I can make then board-wise out of it. But I don't want different colour timber. I want the consistency to be the same. So I'm a bit gutted. I did want to go ahead and do a glue up. Let me just open up my other box of timber I've got over there. I've also got some ash here. Maybe I'll pop the maple back in here and we'll have a look at some ash. And then I can see if I can decide then if I want to go ahead with a glue up or not. I should have really checked this before I went live. But it is what it is. But you can't go using these different coloured timber. Look at the difference on that. See, that's a completely different colour, that is, isn't it? All of these are quite light. So I got 2 lights, maybe 3 light ones there. Right, that I don't want to use. Maybe that, after it's had a couple of planes, will be all right there. I can use them ones, I'd imagine. Let's have a look. I'm trying to figure out what timbers I can use. There we are, we got them ones, but there. We got them 5. They're looking pretty even in colour, aren't they? They're not too bad, so I think I'll go ahead with them on there. So that's looking all right. I'm certainly not using that one. Look at that. That's a completely different colour. Get rid of those 2 over there. Is it lighter on top? Hang on now, we've got a lighter side on these. If we just drop them back in there a sec. And that's the joys of making something like this. You need it to look consistent. That's what my first error was on the first board. We'll keep it that way because we've got a light section on here, and with a light couple of planes, I'm hoping I'll still keep the lightness. So let's just pop that over there. Maybe get rid of that one. Tell me if you can't see what I'm doing on camera, mind. I don't know, let's have a look. Yeah, I think it looks all right. What I don't want to do, see, I don't want to go ahead, right, and glue all this up now. Make another board like this and be gutted right at the end of it that I've got different colour consistencies in there. I'm not too sure if I used oak and walnut together, how'd that look? But I don't know if it'd be enough variation in colour. So let's have a look at these. Yeah, that's a darker maple. So is that one there. And sadly, the more you're taking out of here, the less timber you have to work with then. So maybe I should have ordered 2 of these. It cost me 70 quid. That one's not too bad. That one can go in there. Let's have a look at them 4. And we certainly can't use that one. So we've got quite a few dark ones there. Let's have a look at these. Tell me what you reckon they look like on camera. They're not looking too bad. They're looking... How many minutes did you start the live? 14 minutes ago, Jack, if you want to know, mate. 14 minutes ago we started the live. I've been doing lives. Are you doing lives, Jack? You doing lives yourself? There we go, Loxy. So I'm thinking I might go ahead with this. It is a slight different colour variation in there. Unless you take a gamble in life, you will never know. These ones are too dark for my liking. There's a lot going on with them, so I'm not going to use them at all. So I'm going to put these aside. Just mark on maple, alright? Because they're looking a bit like ash. I can tell by the grain on the side that it's maple. So let me just pop this out of the way. Let me have a swig of my cup of tea. And then it looks like we may be able to do a glue up then, which is great. Nah, I haven't got to 50 likes on my shorts. Jack, cool, thank you for commenting, Jack. Right, if you had 50 likes on your shorts, it doesn't mean you can go live, Jack. All you've got to do is concentrate to get your subscribers, and I think once you hit 1,000 subscribers, you're allowed to go live. That's the way it works. So just keep plodding along on it, Jack, and you will get there one day. I'm just going to pop these in here a sec. I'm going to open the other box. We'll inspect that. They're nice and flat. They're not too bad. Little bow here and there, but that's nothing. That will clamp together. So I'm happy with that. I'm just going to pop these in here. So there's one box. It looks like we're going to be doing a glue up today, which is nice. So I'm happy with that. Pop that aside by there. And I've just got to open this one now. We'll have a look in here. Now the beauty of oak, as everyone knows, the consistency is usually the same. I've got 22. We'll keep carrying on with the videos, Jack. You will soon get there. We all started off with 22 and then you build on that then. But you don't become rich in this game, trust me. I'm still working full time. Right, so let's have a look at this now. This looks like it's all going to be the same, mind. This is just oak. Nice and rough. We like it rough for gluing up. It'll stick together. They are bowed. We don't mind that. As long as they're bowed, they will clamp down nice. So I'm going to get a few of these now. There we are. This oak's looking nice and consistent to me. I've only pulled 4 pieces out and that's looking great. Alright, it's nice and rough as well. It'll glue up lovely, that. So if I get the same amount of oak out the here as what I've got in here, maple wise, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I don't think I'm going to make a big board out of this, mind. You will be surprised how much. I made a video and I had 2020 of roadblocks. I made it 10 or 9 or 6 months ago. I've got 22. Well done, Jack. Keep making the videos. 3. I would say I want the shorter ones in here, really, because I've got shorter maple. Don't need all these long ones. So let's just have a look what we got. It's all money, see, to make these videos. Cost me a fortune. But it's all worth it in the end. Practice makes perfect. On Happy Mod. Well done, Jack. Like I said, keep up. Keep up with the YouTubing. Keep the uploading going. You will soon get there one day. Well done. Never give up, as they say. Never give up. So I'm just trying to find some shorter lengths, but yeah. That's perfect. Hopefully they'll be the same length as the maple. Got about 14 by there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't know which ones are which. There we go. Let's try this stack. 12. We're going to go 15. 16 of them. Because I got more oak here. I'll do more oak than maple. Right, let me just pop these back in here and it looks like we got the timber to do the job. I'll probably be telling you then next week I need to order more because what I've made isn't enough, because that's what always happens. But all I don't want this board turning into is a £200 material board, and I'm not quite happy with it. So we need to make sure it's done right, and that's what we're doing this time round. So pop this oak aside now. I'll keep that for another job. Right, so we got the oak, right? And we're going to have the maple. We're going to cut this board in a minute. We're just going to have a look at that. And let's just put them all together now, and I'm just going to have a look what they look like. If I'm not happy, I'll have to buy some more in then. So we're going to do oak, maple. The maple isn't that long, mind, see? We're going to do oak. We're going to do maple. We're going to do oak. We're going to do maple. We're going to do oak. We're going to do maple. We're going to do oak. Don't know if you can see this. So this is the pattern we're creating. We're going to do a nice thick board this time round. I've bought this in 10mm by 58mm thick. That is looking nice and consistent. I'm hoping I will get something out of that this time round. It's actually looking good. We've got another one there. We've got another one there. We've got another one there. Got another one there. Got another one there. We've got another one there. Another one there. We've got another one there. Don't know how big this is going to be. Another one there. 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 Right, so that looks like that's going to be that. Right, so this is going to be my board. Obviously we're going to angle all of these, and then we will glue it all up like so at a 45-degree angle. Use a shed load of glue. Cost a fortune as it does, but it's all worth it. Oh, hello Thanos, how are you? Nice to see you back on ya. Hello brother, nice seeing you again. That is absolutely awesome. You wouldn't have been on any of these lives, Thanos. What I done, some of my first lives a few weeks ago over the Christmas holidays, we were actually making some boards. So we're going back to our roots. I'm good. Yes, I'm good. Well, I say I'm good. I'm not feeling too good today. I got sore throat, runny nose, all that nonsense. Not talking good. But I'm trying to crack on. We're trying to keep the lives going. So all we're doing on this video now is we're going to do a little glue up, alright? Simple, easy. You say that and then it all goes wrong. What have we got? Another piece of maple in there. So, I will use that piece. Let me just grab another piece of oak out of here, just to make sure this is done. So we've got another maple there, and then we've got another oak on there. Happy days, that makes it bigger. Right. So we're going to go ahead now and glue this up. Let me just grab some bits, I'll be there. What's that? One VR video. What's a VR video, Jack? I'm good. Nice. Yeah. So something a bit different today, Thanos. You've been on some of my previous lives, haven't you? So, yeah, we're on something different today. So all we're going to do is glue up. So I'll have to get the clamps out. We're using a Titebond 3 Ultimate wood glue. I think I put the Gorilla Glue in the van. These are the two glues I use. Both are great. This glue is an exterior glue as well, and it's a waterproof glue. So it's perfect for making boards and things like that. Stuff you might get wet. So I'll just get my clamps ready now. Which ones are we going to use? I've only got two 900s now, haven't I? So I'm going to have to go on the bigger ones. Because what happened is they snapped. But I think I'll glue up just on the 900s to start, and then I'll use the 1200s then. I think what we're going to do is we're going to spin around and we're going to do it absolutely brilliant. Right, so what I'll do, I'll just spin this around now. Let me just move this into place. I should have done it this way to start. So we're just going to pop these in here quietly, get it all right. Oak, maple. That's still the right order. Let's have a look at that. And that. Oh, that's a maple. That's a maple. Let me just check we're right. Oak, maple, oak, maple, oak, maple, oak, maple, oak, maple. Right, we're all right. Let me just get it all in the right order before we crack on. What we don't want to do is mess it up. That's oak. That one's maple. That's oak. Right. Pop him in there. That is maple. Oak. Maple. And oak. Right, so I'm going to try and slide these across now. Right about any other nightmares. Pop that there. I need to get a third clamp in here. Try well. Just move that down. Keep that there. Lift that up. Move him down. Right, I'm going to get another 2 clamps in here. I should have really put the clamps in first, but it is what it is. So what I'll do is I'll slide in under here. We will lift this up. In fact, let me sort out my clamp first. So I'm making it look awkward now. Now we're going to come under. Come on, baby. Come on. That was a pain. That's in anyway, so we got that in. Should have set my clamps first, but we're getting there. Move that across to there. Pop that over to there. And I can chuck a 4th clamp in there then. Everything is so cold in here today. Come on, babies. Oh, all happening, yeah. Same old nonsense on the lives, isn't it? Right, so looks like they're in. We'll just sort out these clamps by here. That one's falling off. Let's get that in. Come on. And you. And you. Oh, you go into there, come on. Right, so I think I'm going to pull one piece out at a time. I'll just bring you guys in now so you can see what's going on. That was a bit of a nightmare. I'm just going to pop you in the middle of the camera there so you can see. There it is. Job done. What are you making? It looks like it's going to be cool. Yeah, it is going to be cool, Jack. Sorry about all that nonsense that was going on then, but we will get there. Let me just grab this. Where to is it? There it is. Right, so we always have a rag when we're gluing up. So all we're going to be doing is gluing these up, all right? With a bit chock-a-block by here now. All right, and we're going to glue them at a 45-degree angle, all right? So these clamps may have to move over there. I'm not 100% yet. So I'm just making sure I've got everything right. I haven't got a lot of space on this table for this big glue up, so I'm going to have to pull one out at a time and glue them. So, I like to glue up using a little gloss roller. The camera looks like it's at one hell of an angle, so let me just sort that out. There we go. Alright. So we pop the glue into the pot. I'll do us to start. Close the lid. Have my pot on top of here. I've got a brush as well if I want to use a brush. There's no harm in a brush. So I like to use a roller. Don't be scared of how much glue you're putting on. It will all squeeze out. Make sure every little bit is covered in wood glue. Like I said, this is Titebond wood glue, alright? It's waterproof wood glue, and that's what's important for this. It can be used outdoors as well. So the one we're going to stick to is this one. Be generous with your glue. So we've got oak first. Right. I haven't got space for this. Should have made them a lot smaller, I think, personally. I'd like to put some on that side as well. I don't care how messy it is. You can always clean it up with a damp rag. Doesn't bother me. Because Titebond don't tend to spread as good as the Gorilla Glue, mind. Noticed that. There we go. We've got two of them. Drop that in there. And I've got to pop these out then. Open maple, out they come. Just glue these up. As long as you keep your head in the game and keep your order and make sure everything's right, you can't go wrong. So I'm going to slap it on there, open the lid up like this, plenty of glue. Don't be scared with the stuff, get it on there. Right, so we've got oak, maple. I want to do oak next, so I'm going to glue up both sides. Some people only do one, I like to do both. You do have more mess, more squeeze out and everything. Slap it on there, put them in. There's oak. Right, then we've got ash. Pop that on there. Would be easier if I just put all of this down there and started picking them up one by one, wouldn't it? So I think we'll get half of them down there. Pop under there. And I can move these out of the way then. I want some on here because I can glue up on top of them then. Right, so we've got the oak one. Knocking them all over now. Never goes a plan when you want it to, does it? Don't be scared, spread it on there. Spin them around. Slap it on there. I'm out of space I am, we haven't got the space. Right, maple. This is a lot better like this now. I've gained myself a little bit of space. Less stress. Spin that around. Looks like we're going to burn through a lot of glue by here. Make sure there's plenty on there, see? Pop that on there. So all I'm doing now is I'm slightly angling these, alright? We're going to run on a 45-degree angle up there. And I'm not looking at the camera. I'm trying to concentrate on what I'm doing. Because all I've got in my mind right now is the wood glue's going to dry. The wood glue's going to dry. I'm sure this glue, if I remember right, has got a longer opening time. I don't think I need to be in such a rush. But try not to rush when you're gluing up. That's when everything goes wrong. I'm in front of you guys now. I'm live on YouTube, you know what I mean? And we're just gluing up. That's all we're doing. Right. I've done both sides of that. Lovely. Pop in by there. That's glued as well. Lovely. Get yourself a damp rag when you're gluing up, because if you get it on your hands, you can wipe it off. No stress. Try not to stress. Next one. So we're just gluing these in sequence now. We're doing oak, maple, as you know, all in sequence all the way to the end. And then once we've done that, then this can be left for 24 hours. Next weekend, then this will be cut up, and then we'll be making the chevron pattern. I'll just show you quick. I've got time. This is oak and ash. This is some of the trial pieces that we done. So we got all the oak and ash, look, see? And we glued it all up. You can see the board there, oak ash all the way, look, see? Oak and ash. And then these are cut at a 45-degree angle, spit it out, Mark. And then we get the chevron pattern. Here's the chevron pattern. And then we cut in a straight line through these. And this is how I come to end up making these squares by here that you can see. See? So that's what we're doing. Well, that's what we're trying to do anyway. We're just trying some different timbers this time now. We're doing oak and maple. The last boards were oak and ash. And I'd like to do a third one then. The final ones I'm going to make, I think, are going to be walnut and maple, I think. I think that's going to be the final ones. Because you've got the nice dark walnut. But I do like oak. I think I might just use oak. Because I've got plenty of oak by here, so why would I want to swap out to maple? To walnut, when I've got stacks of oak here. Well, I haven't got stacks, but I've got plenty to make another board anyway, I know that. So here's this one. Pop him in there. Lovely grain on this oak as well. I'm liking the look of it. I'm not going to see a lot of that on mine because it's all glued up. There we go. Need a bit of space, I do. I'm struggling for space. Hope this glue don't start drying. I think we're alright. We're doing good for time. We're doing good. Slap it on there so it don't dry. Now we're getting some momentum going. And now you can see in real time how long it really takes for the wood glue to obviously apply the glue, clamp everything together. It is about a 45-minute job for something like this. It's not as quick as it looks because everyone watches videos like this in time-lapse. You think, ooh, that don't take long. But it does. It's a lot of work. One of these boards is a lot of work because obviously you're getting all of these timbers, you're gluing them all together, you leave them, you cut them, you re-glue, you recut, you re-glue, and then you get to your final piece. It's a lot of work. I think they're worth the effort. because they do look nice when they're done. There's a maple, oak. Get in there now, and then I can start clamping all this up, and I'll be happy then. Once I'm clamped, I'm happy. Like I said, you don't want to be in a rush. I know it looks like I am rushing. I'm trying to do it in good time, I'm not going to lie. Alright. Get some more glue in there, because it looks like we're going to have another bit. There we go. This ain't cheap buying, it's about 30 quid a bottle if I remember right. It's not cheap glue, but it is good stuff. Never had a problem with this. There we go, another one there. Meatball. I'll just glue it on top of here. That's better. Oak. Dying for a cup of tea. I could do with a cup of tea. Maple. Maple. Oak. Oak. We got this little stack to get through now. Move that over to there. Now we can see where I got to move the clamps. Maple. Sometimes you forget you're in front of a camera, to be honest. I'm just yapping away, me. Get this maple in now. Got it here, I got shoulder burn going on, yeah. Right, oak. Keep an eye on everything's right. I'll be gutted if one of them's wrong, see? So we'll have a look at that before we start clamping up. One of these in the wrong place is going to ruin the whole thing. Don't want that. Don't know if I should really be doing this live, mind. There's always a chance for something to go wrong. Pop that in there. Next one. There we go. We've moved one clamp across, so I'm happy with that. Where were we? By here. Maple. Pop them back where they're supposed to be. There. Then we're on to the oak. Stack over there. Glue this one. That is oak. Then we've got maple. Keep your head in the game. I'm getting to the end of it anyway. And this is what it takes to glue up. Spin that. Hose is running, yeah. Bit of glue on there, we don't want a lot. Lovely stuff. The rag. Maple. Oak. That's the oak. Back on the maple. Oak. Oak. Maple. Got him right at the end now, and then I can start clamping him up. There's an oak to finish then. Looks like I'll have enough in here for this one. Plenty of glue. Pop that in there. Right, what I like to do, I just use a saw. Make sure she's running at a 45-degree angle. So as you can see, a lot of these needs to move. This is where we have a lot of waste. So we need to move that clamp over. That clamp over. This one over. Whoop! I'll just move the clamps. I'll get you back on now. Give me a sec. Put that one by that. Right, and then we got this clamp by here. We're going to clamp up pretty much somewhere there. I'd say if I can pull that in nice and tight there. I think I'll be happy with that there. Right, let me get the glue off me. Keep liking away, liking away. There we go, we're back. I'll get back to everyone's comments now. Give me a sec. So I think we're good for there now. We've got to clamp it up. We do need to act on this now and get this all clamped up. But that's a 45 degrees. So I need to, let me just move this one. You know what? Everything goes mad, doesn't it, on a live, like. I can't believe that. You know all that maple we played the other day? It's all fallen over now, the whole lot. I don't know why it happens to me, but there we go. It is what it is. I'll stack it all back up now. But I'm not letting it defeat me. Let me get these clamps sorted. What it is, I've got the long clamps out. 2 of my 900 clamps broke the other day. They're too long for this table. They're sticking out. They've knocked the camera over. All right. And I seem to be working my way off the end of the table, but yeah. So let me just angle these timbers all the way across here now. Let's have a look. 45. Yeah, we're going to have a little bit of scrap there. So let's just try and bring this over a bit. That should be good then. Let me get one of these clamps on now. Right, I think I'm happy to start clamping away by that. Shouldn't have done such a big set. move the saw. I'll get my mallet then and I'll tap them across it there. There we go. Once you start clamping, you're good, but obviously I got myself in a pickle once again on a live, but there we go, it is what it is. I'll get it sorted now. It's not defeating me. This is the clamp I wanted. This is what I was trying to do, is have it halfway in here. I'm trying to make a space. Come there, that's it. Trying to make a space to clamp there. Get them now. Let me just clean some of this glue off. See to wash this rag now. You've seen it all go mayhem then. I've got to stack all that timber once again. What did I want to do? I wanted a 600. So we've got another clamp that we're going to chuck on in a minute. Let me move the glue out of the way. Pop over there. I bet I'll forget to wash that now in a bit. Brush. Put that by there. That's out of the way. Let me go and swill my rag out and then I'm going to fully clamp this down then. It's alright, I've got plenty of time with this glue. Just wash the rag now. I'll just get my mallet. Right, so I've got a mallet. I want to see if we're running on a 45-degree angle. That's 45. Looks like they're staying put. So I am going to have that little bit of scrap. I think that's fine. I can deal with that. But I might actually go 22.5 this time round anyway. Try a different angle. Right, so get these done by there. And I start clamping down. Just check they're all flat as well. A lot of wood this here. Tighten them up. This middle one go in now. All that timber, I can't believe all that just fell over then again. I'll have to get rid of it. I'm going to store it. I have got some storage yet, so I'm going to get rid of it all because 3 times that's fallen over doing a live. Now what's happening is this table's wobbling. It's wobbling all of that and then the whole lot is dropping. So it is what it is. No one was harmed in the making of this video, mind, will they? Right, so that looks like that's nice and tight on the clamps. I'm going to make sure I've got no glue all over me. We're just going to wash all these now. What's that one? A couple of them got a slight couple of gaps on the top. I know I'm doing a big clamp up here. So I'm going to get some clamps over the top of this timber now. But as you can see, you have scrap when you're making something like this. The first cut's going to be there. So you're going to have all of these cuts. And then the last cuts, you're going to have all of this scrap and all of this scrap. It is a bit of a pain. Alright, but it is what it is. You take some of that off. I'm just going to wash the rag again, clean the underside, and then put some top clamps in then. So when I do get to my final setup in this room, obviously I need to make a station for wood gluing and that, I would imagine. And I obviously need bigger clamps as well, more heavy duty ones, because these ones are struggling with this sort of glue up. So there's the top of the timber. I've got to be careful I don't hit the camera now. Clean the underside as well. Right. I shouldn't have really been doing something like this today. I'm not well. I told you I'm ill on you, and then I'm doing a massive glue up. But there we go. We've nearly done it now. Got all this cleaned up. That's looking good there. Right, so there's that side. Let's go back the other way without knocking the camera over. Right, this clamp just moved, so let's have a look what's going on there. Ready? There we go. Let's unclamp that because she moved. She's looking good. Looks like they're all nice and flat on there. Move that. It's nice and tight. This one's moving in a bit. Don't want to go too wild on these because these clamps like to snap. I done a pair the other day. Right, so they're nice and tight. So we're going to chuck some clamps in the top now. We've squeezed out more glue, but they're looking a hell of a lot better. I can see a tiny little gap on this one, and there's a tiny one on there. So we want to pull that in. And we're going to go this way. We're going to go right there. So look if we can pull that in now. She should go. Maybe these clamps ain't up to it, see? You might see a third video on me doing it again now. There we go. Let's have a look. That's a hell of a lot better. Chuck another couple of clamps on here. These are all good ones to get in because they're big, massive, long ones. These are 1200s, these clamps. That's stuck on. There we go. Clamp this up now. There's a gap, it's right there it is, but it looks tight down the rest of the timber, but it's not on the other side. I'll turn the timber around and use the other way. It needs to be plain anyway, this. So we'll see what we can get out of this. A lot of work, these things. There's that one. See if I can get another one in there, I don't know yet. Just to pull that in a little bit. What I'll do, I'll bring the camera in to show you now. So I'm not fobbing you off of anything. This is what it looks like. Looking good. That's bloody lovely. Oh, that's a nice one. Now we've got to get under here. Right, so that's pretty much it for that. There we go, let me bring you in. The radio's fallen down, the charger. Let me just show you all the timber. All of that have fallen down. Lovely. Right, so here we are, look. This is all glued up. We had a bit of a nightmare. Clamps are getting stuck, all sorts of nonsense. But that's the stuff we edit out on our videos. That's the live way of doing it. It is what it is. I'm having tea right now, Denny said. Yes, have your tea. Let's go. Hello, do you remember Adele? Yes, I do. I'm Adele's cousin now. That is nuts. I can't believe that. Adele haven't been on ya in a long time. Mind she haven't. I don't know if you're still on ya. Let's go. Right, so anyway, we've glued this up. I'm happy with it. Things are falling over. We did have an issue with a couple of things, but you know what? We got through it and we done it. And we managed to do what we needed to do. So, let me just move the camera up there. I'm going to move this out of the way now, because I will probably flick off the live and go back on. I just got to edge one more thing. I'm going to see if I'm up for doing that today. But I'm just going to clear off a bit of this glue now. And then this can go aside, and this will be left until next weekend. It is a big glue up, mind, I'm not going to lie. It is a big one for me. A lot of money's worth of timber there. So let's just hope it turns out nice, innit? So I'll move this out the way now. You'll be surprised how heavy this is. I got clamps going in all directions, but yeah. So let me just move this. Lay him down flat now. There we go. Right, I'm getting myself a bit stuck by that, don't I? Move around here. There we go. I think I can just tuck this over by here now and it'll be fine then. There we are. That's fine by there. Lovely stuff. So that's looking good. Hardly got any glue on the bench, which is nice. So I haven't made much of a mess, that glue, so I'm happy about that. But yeah, let me go and get the other piece and I'll just show you, alright? This is what we're trying to do. Where is it? So here's a little offcut, alright? That's an offcut to what we've just glued up, alright? So all we're going to do now is cut them at 45 degrees. I've just dropped that because my hands are absolutely frozen in here. Then we glue them together, and then when we come to that, we cut straight lines and then we come back to the squares. The reason for me doing this glue up now today is because I want to perfect this and I want to make that look completely different to that. So that's what we're hoping to do. So I'm going to jump off this live now. I might go live again then, and we'll see you on the next one.